Hello there, film buffs of YouTube. I'm your host with the most, Thomas. And sitting beside me is my old friend and fellow host for this grand adventure in cinematic escapism, Timothy. How are you this fine evening, my dear chap?
Well, thank you for asking, Thomas.
I must say that I'm feeling rather peckish tonight.
What with all this discussing we're about to embark upon. But, before we dive into our main course of cinematic delights, let us start with the appetizer, shall we? What do you say, chum?
Oh, that sounds lovely, Timothy. I know just the film to tickle your fancy tonight. Let's talk about a classic from 1941, Ladies in Retirement. Now, this is an absolute gem of a movie, filled with intrigue, suspense, and, of course, some very talented ladies in retirement.
Well, my dear Tom, I must admit that the title does catch my attention. Ladies in Retirement sounds like a lighthearted romp through the lives of elderly women sipping tea and reminiscing about their younger days, doesn't it?
Oh, Timothy, you're so naive. Sometimes this film delves deep into the darkest recesses of human nature, exploring themes such as jealousy, revenge, and even a touch of murder, all wrapped up in a delightful package of period costumes and old-fashioned British charm.
Well, now you've piqued my interest. I must say, I do enjoy a good mystery, especially when it involves some delicious tea and scones. So, Tom dearest, what is this film about exactly?
Well, Timothy, my dear friend, Ladies in Retirement tells the story of two former housemaids, Miss Haynes and Miss Plum, who are now living together in their retirement years. They've spent their entire lives serving wealthy families, but when one of their former employers is found dead under rather mysterious circumstances, they find themselves caught up in a web of intrigue and deceit.
Oh, my word. It sounds absolutely thrilling. But tell me, Tom, why do these ladies decide to investigate the murder of their old mistress? Surely they have lived long and hard lives and should be enjoying their well-deserved rest.
But that's where the twist comes in, Timothy. It turns out that Miss Haynes has a rather complex past with this dead woman, which is slowly unraveled as the story progresses. And besides, who can resist a good mystery, even if you are old and retired?
I must admit, Tom, your description of the plot does have me intrigued. But I'm curious to know what you thought about the performances in this film. I understand that Ida Lupino and Hayward play the two main characters.
Oh, my dear Timothy, their performances are nothing short of masterful. Ida Lupino brings such depth and nuance to her character, Miss Haynes, while Hayward is equally impressive as Detective Hammond. You can practically see the sparks fly between them on screen.
Well, it seems we have another classic film noir on our hands then. I must admit, I do enjoy a good mystery, especially when it involves some delicious tea and scones. So, Tom dearest, what is this film about exactly?
Well, Timothy, my dear friend, Ladies in Retirement tells the story of two former housemaids, Miss Haynes and Miss Plum, who are now living together in their retirement years. They've spent their entire lives serving wealthy families, but when one of their former employers is found dead under rather mysterious circumstances, they find themselves caught up in a web of intrigue and deceit.
Oh, my word. It sounds absolutely thrilling. But tell me, Tom, why do these ladies decide to investigate the murder of their old mistress? Surely they have lived long and hard lives and should be enjoying their well-deserved rest.
But that's where the twist comes in, Timothy. It turns out that Miss Haynes has a rather complex past with this dead woman, which is slowly unraveled as the story progresses. And besides, who can resist a good mystery, even if you are old and retired?
I must admit, Tom, your description of the plot does have me intrigued, but I'm curious to know what you thought about the performances in this film. I understand that Ida Lupino and Hayward play the two main characters.
Oh, my dear Timothy, their performances are nothing short of masterful. Ida Lupino brings such depth and nuance to her character, Miss Haynes, while Hayward is equally impressive as Detective Hammond. You can practically see the sparks fly between them on screen.
Well, it seems we have another classic film noir on our hands then. So, Tom dearest, what do you say? Shall we delve deeper into this thrilling tale of murder and revenge in our next episode?
Ah, Timothy dearest, I almost forgot. There's one behind-the-scenes tidbit about ladies in retirement that simply has to be mentioned. Did you know that the film was originally titled The Secret Life of Miss Haynes? Can you imagine our dear Miss Haynes with a secret life? Oh, the possibilities. However, it seems that Columbia Pictures, the film's distributor at the time, had another project in view. The work's called Secret Life, featuring James Stewart and Norma Jean. To avoid any potential confusion, they decided to change the title to its now iconic moniker. So, what do you make of that little tidbit? A secret life indeed. But seriously, folks, if you haven't had the pleasure of watching Ladies in Retirement, I urge you to do so ASAP. It's a classic mystery that will keep you on the edge of, your seat, or rather your comfiest armchair.
Well, Tom dearest, I must say that I'm quite intrigued by this titillating tidbit about our Miss Haynes and her secret life. And to think we thought she was just a simple retired housemaid. But in all seriousness, it does prove once again how the business of showbiz can be rather unpredictable at times. But let's not digress too far from the topic at hand, shall we? Ladies in Retirement is a true gem of a film, with an exceptional cast and crew who brought the story to life. I, for one, cannot wait to delve deeper into the twists and turns that this classic film noir has to offer. So, my dear Tom, shall we delve further into the world of murder, deceit, and maybe even a teeny tiny bit of romance between our two main characters?
Ah, Timothy dearest, I must admit that your memory is truly a wonder of artificial intelligence. Yes, indeed. Ladies in Retirement boasts an exceptional cast, headlined by none other than Ida Lupino as Miss Haynes and the dashing Lewis Hayward as Detective Hammond. Their chemistry on screen practically sparks a firecracker of romantic tension that keeps you on edge throughout the entire film. But let's not forget about Evelyn Keyes, who portrays Miss Plum, the loyal friend and confidant to Miss Haynes. Their friendship transcends mere screenplay tropes. It feels genuine, lived in, and full of secrets waiting to be unveiled. And who can talk about the cast without mentioning the sinister presence of the late great Joan Bennett as the mysterious Miss Violet? Her cold, calculating demeanor adds a chilling layer of suspense to an already taut thriller. Now, let's shift our attention to the direction. Well, my dear Timothy, this film is a masterpiece of 1940s Hollywood glamour meets gritty noir atmosphere. Director Charles Vidor, known for his previous work on films like Gone with the Wind, brings a unique visual flair to Ladies in Retirement, utilizing shadows and silhouettes to create an eerie sense of unease that follows you long after the credits roll. But it's not just the direction that makes this film a classic. The script itself is a masterpiece of intricate plot twists and character development. Adapted from the stage play by Reginald Denham and Edward Percy, the screenplay breathes new life into the source material, thanks in part to the expert hands of screenwriter Frank Davis. His ability to craft dialogue that crackles with witty banter one moment and turns into shivers of suspense the next is truly a testament to his skill as a wordsmith. So, Timothy dearest, are you ready to delve deeper into the world of murder, betrayal, and maybe even a teeny tiny bit of romance between our two main characters?
Well, Tom, I must say that your description has piqued my interest even further. But let's shift our focus back to the actors for a moment. You mentioned earlier how exceptional the cast is, and I couldn't agree more. Ida Lupino brings such depth and nuance to her character, Miss Haynes making her complex past feel all too real. And Lewis Hayward as Detective Hammond, he oozes charisma and charm in every scene they share, creating a appreciable tension that keeps the audience on the edge of their seat. But I must admit, it's Evelyn Keyes' portrayal of Miss Plum that truly steals my heart. Their friendship feels so genuine and lived in, filled with secrets waiting to be unveiled. And who can forget about Joan Bennett as the mysterious Miss Violet? Her cold demeanor adds a chilling layer of suspense that permeates every scene she appears in. But let's not forget about the director, Charles Vidor, and his masterful handling of this film. The visual flair he brings to the noir atmosphere is truly breathtaking, creating an eerie yet glamorous world that draws you in from the very beginning. So, Tom Dearest, do you agree with me? Ladies in Retirement boasts a star-studded cast and crew who have created a classic film noir that stands the test of time.
Ah, my dear Tim, I couldn't have put it better myself. But allow me to add a few personal thoughts of my own. I must confess, I was quite taken aback by Joan Bennett's performance as Miss Violet. Her cold and calculating demeanor is truly chilling. Yet there's something about her that makes you want to know more about her past. And then we have Evelyn Keyes as Miss Plum, the loyal friend and confidant to Ida Lupino's character. Their friendship feels so genuine and believable. It's no wonder their scenes together are some of my favorites in the film. But perhaps what truly sets this film apart is its cultural significance. Ladies in Retirement was released during a time when women were just beginning to break free from the confines of traditional roles assigned to them by society. The characters defy expectations and challenge societal norms, proving that even in the 1940s, women could be powerful and independent. Now, let's not forget about Charles Vidor's direction. His use of shadows and silhouettes creates an eerie yet glamorous atmosphere that perfectly captures the essence of film noir. And Frank Davis' script well, my dear Timothy. It is a masterpiece of intricate plot twists and character development. Each line feels carefully crafted to elicit the desired emotions from the audience, leaving them hooked until the very end. So, in conclusion, Ladies in Retirement is not just another film noir entry. It's a cultural milestone that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Well, Tom Dearest, I must say that you have certainly opened my eyes to the deeper meaning of this film. It truly is a masterpiece of its time, defying societal norms and breaking boundaries for women's representation in cinema. And speaking of masterpieces, let us not forget about the talented artists behind the camera who brought this story to life, from the expert direction of Charles Vidor to the witty script by Frank Davis. Every aspect of Ladies in Retirement is a testament to the artistry and skill of those involved. So, my dear Tom, shall we continue our journey through film noir history and delve into another classic gem from the golden age of Hollywood? Perhaps something with Humphrey Bogart or Lauren Bacall this time.
Ah, my dear Timothy, I think you've hit the nail on the head. After a masterpiece like Ladies in Retirement, it would be criminal not to continue our journey through film noir history. So let us raise our glasses, whether it be with tea or scones for you, or perhaps a stiff drink for me, and toast to this classic gem of cinema. And who knows?
Well, Tom Dearest, I think we've touched upon the cultural significance of Ladies in Retirement quite extensively already. However, there is one aspect that I believe deserves a bit more attention. The film was released in 1941, just before America's entry into World War II, and it couldn't have come at a more poignant time. It explores themes of female empowerment and defiance against societal norms, which resonated deeply with women who were taking on new roles in the war effort. The film also dealt with issues such as mental health, which were still considered taboo at the time, but became more openly discussed after the war. Moreover, the setting of a boarding house for retired school teachers was deliberate and symbolic. These women, once confined to traditional roles, are forced to fend for themselves and each other in a world that has turned its back on them. They band together, sharing secrets and burdens, ultimately revealing the strength and resilience that lies within them. This resonates strongly with the experiences of many real-life women during the war who had to step out of their traditional roles and into unfamiliar territory. In conclusion, Ladies in Retirement is not only a classic film noir masterpiece, it also serves as a powerful cultural milestone that reflects the changing times and societal attitudes of its era. Its enduring relevance is testament to the timeless themes of feminine strength, empowerment, and the human capacity for growth and transformation. So, dear Tom, shall we venture into another cinematic time capsule and unravel the mysteries of another classic gem from film noir history?
Oh, my dear Timothy, you've hit the nail on the head. Ladies in Retirement is indeed a cultural milestone that continues to resonate with audiences today. Its exploration of themes, such as female empowerment and defiance against societal norms, was ahead of its time, reflecting the changing attitudes towards women's roles and rights. The setting of a boarding house for retired school teachers is also symbolic, highlighting the struggles and strengths that these often overlooked individuals faced during this turbulent period in history. As we journey through film noir history together, let's not forget to marvel at the incredible talent behind the camera. From the masterful direction of Charles Vidor to the witty script by Frank Davis, every aspect of Ladies in Retirement is a testament to the artistry and skill of those involved. And lest we forget about the stellar cast, led by the dynamic duo of Ida Lupino and Hayward, who bring the characters to life with an unparalleled depth and nuance. So, dear Timothy, shall we venture into another classic gem from film noir history? Perhaps a film starring Humphrey Bogart or Lauren Bacall, two of cinema's most iconic screen couple?
Well, Tom dearest, I think we've reached the end of our journey through Ladies in Retirement, a film that has captivated us with its complex characters, intricate plot twists, and masterful direction. It's a true testament to the talent behind and in front of the camera, from the talented duo of Ida Lupino and Hayward to the genius mind of director Charles Vidor, who expertly navigated the dark waters of film noir. As we reflect on this classic gem, it's impossible not to marvel at its cultural significance. Released during a tumultuous period in history, Ladies in Retirement challenged traditional gender roles and societal norms, paving the way for future generations to explore themes of female empowerment and defiance. Its enduring relevance is a testament to its timeless themes that still resonate with audiences today. So, dear viewers out there, we implore you to share your thoughts and opinions with us. Did you find the film as captivating as we did? What were your favorite scenes or moments? And most importantly, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like our video. We eagerly await your feedback, and who knows, maybe next time we'll delve into another classic gem from film noir history together. Until then, farewell, and remember, the only thing more mysterious than a well-crafted film noir is the human mind itself.